Cole Pugh. In left field, number 15, Pruitt Vaughn. At third base, number 11, Jackson Booth. At first base, number 2, Cade Brookins. At catcher, number 24, Luke Barron. At DH, number 5, Tyler McClendon. At DH, number 12, Cade Edwards. Number 9, Jordan McBride. In right field, number 10, Dawson Bradford. In center field, number 6, Kenil Lewis. At DH, number 3, Slade Russell. And your coaches, Coach Steve Barron, Coach Dax Pugh, and Coach Adam Brookins. For Fairhope, at shortstop, number 3, Gavin Rehorn. At catcher, number 10, Braxton Taylor. At third base, number 12, Brock Gearhart. At second base, number 16, Copeland Bryant. At DH, number 2, Darren Leggett. At DH, number 24, Jack Malone. At first base, number 19, Miles Drew Johnson. In left field, number 9, Jacob O'Brien. In center field, number 22, Zach Jones. At DH, number 27, Will Sparks. At pitcher, number 32, Jerry McDowell. At right field, number 30, Finley Lavelle. And your coaches, Coach James Ennis, Coach Damian Rehorn, and Coach Mike Jones. Your umpires for tonight's game will be Jamarlin Ford, Bruno Black, and Stanley Jones. Play ball.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome back here to Troy, Alabama, as we get set for our second game of the evening. This from the winner's side. These two teams have continued to win and move through, and now they will play each other and force one to the loser's bracket, and one will go to the championship game Monday evening. So we'll find out who's going to do that. I'm Chuck Sebastian. You're watching JockJive.com live coverage of the AAA Dixie Youth Baseball 2017 tournament. The state championship here in Troy, Alabama. Day 4 of our coverage. And it is Fairhope and Troy, the host team here in the tournament. Now, Troy didn't have to qualify to get to the state tournament. They didn't have to go through a district to get here. The city that hosts automatically gets a qualifying team. And Troy's team has been able to make way with 3 teams already and get to this 4th game. Fairhope has done the same thing. They win their first 3 games. They get to this game. So the two will now battle each other to see who will move into the championship game and who moves into the loser's bracket with their first loss in the tournament. Troy will be the visiting team, and they will be in the white uniforms with the trim. And then we have a window washer right now in the press box. Yeah, hey, great. The director of the tournament is out there on the roof. He's wiping down windows. You got to like that. That's what you call a great director there. That's a nice job. So I was wondering, well, all of a sudden I see this guy in my camera on the window, and I'm like, what is he doing out there? But wiping down the windows. We had some rain earlier today. That was the reason. All right, so here we go. So Troy, who will be the away team, they will bat first. Wes Braystead, the pitcher, is actually going to bat first for Troy. And on the hill is Jeremy McDowell, a left-hander for Fairhope. We'll get you that defense set up in just a moment here. So welcome to the winner's side of the bracket for the AAA state tournament here in Troy, Alabama. First pitch is going to be ball 1. Really exciting game earlier. South Bibb defeated Alexandria 2-0 in a very quick game, but it was a good one. 2-0 win. That ball quickly into right field and a base hit to start things off for Braystead. And it'll be Cole Pugh, the second baseman, now coming up to the plate with one on and nobody out. Swung on, ground ball to short. Step on the second base bag, throw to first, not in time. Good try there by the shortstop. And now Pruitt Vaughn will come to the plate. Vaughn swings and misses at the first one on a change there. Runner at first, one out. Again, Troy advancing into this winners bracket side with 3 wins in a row, and 2 of those walk-off wins in the 6th inning. Second pitch is a strike on the outside corner. So we started with 6 teams today. Now we're down to 4. Grounded right out in front. Catcher fights for it, throws it to first, grabs it away from the pitcher, and a nice play there by the catcher to get the out. It will move the runner, though, down to second. And it'll go 2-3 on that one. So with 2 down,
Number 11, Jackson Booth.
Jackson Booth, the third baseman, will come to the plate. And a very nice play there from Braxton Taylor behind the plate for Fairhope. The left-hander McDowell delivers. That ball slapped into center field. They'll round third. Headed for a home. There'll be no opportunity to get him. They'll throw to second. Missed the throw there. Goes all the way past to the first baseman. Sliding into third goes Jackson Booth. So he gets a double. And then he'll get the extra base on the overthrow. Plus he'll get the RBI. And Booth picks up the first RBI of the game. Cole Pugh scores. And Troy gets the early lead, 1-0. Cade Brookins now to the plate from the right side. Runner at third. Takes the first pitch high and away. Ball 1. Brookins will do the catch, or will play first base tonight for Troy. Whoa, what did that I have never seen that. That's a live ball. 2-0 count, but that ball came out of his hand and went towards the dugout. The left-hander slipped out. I mean, literally went across the first base line. Jackson Booth could have went on that pitch had he gone. It was not a dead ball. It's a live ball because it was an attempted pitch to the plate. Whether he controls it or not is up to him. So they got kind of lucky there. Booth didn't move. Inside, wild pitch. This time he'll move. The throw back to the pitcher, and he'll slide in safely, and Troy leads it 2-0 early. That one on the wild pitch, and it's a 3-0 count. And right now, early for Fairhope on the hill is Jerry McDowell, and McDowell having a little trouble now with the strike zone and the pitch. Inside, and ball 4 is called, and a walk given up. So Troy, who has won their first 3 games, 2 of those in walk-off fashion their first 2 nights, and then a big win the other night, takes the lead here early in the first inning. Still nobody out. 6th man in the order, Luke Barron. The catcher now comes to the plate with a runner aboard in Cade Brookins, the first baseman. And that pitch down and away. Snap throw to first, and not in time. And outside again, and we get a shout out from Florida grandparents to our super grandson, Jerry McDowell. Love, Mimi, and Da. Popped up right side in the infield at second base. Backs up, makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. But Troy will pick up 2 runs on the 2 hits, and they lead it with a score of 2-0 going to the bottom of the first inning. Coming to the plate, it'll be Gavin Rehorn, Braxton Taylor, and Rock Gearhart. As Troy takes the early lead, and they jump out front quickly against Fairhope. Enterprise was the other winner tonight in the AAA game. They won that game 9-0. So Enterprise moves on. And as we mentioned earlier, South Bibb moves on. So congratulations to those teams. And in the majors, Headland won their game 5-4 over Dadeville. And Headland wins the championship game. So congratulations. They are the majors champion here in Alabama this year. So Headland will get a chance to go to the World Series. Let's set up your lineup here for Troy. On the mound will be Wes Braystead. At second base will be Cole Pugh. In left field, Pruitt Vaughn. Third base, Jackson Booth. First base, Cade Brookins. Luke Barron's the catcher. Jordan McBride is the shortstop. Dawson Bradford in right field. And Keneal Lewis is in center field. Rehorn, Taylor, Gearhart to face Braystead, the right-hander, on the hill. Good crowd on hand for the late game here. Again, we had some rain today. Caused a couple-hour delay for us, and they got fields ready to go pretty quickly after the rain finally subsided. We got our first game underway at 6 o'clock, and this one started just about on time, right at the 8 o'clock mark, which is what we were looking for. So great job here by the crew in getting the fields ready and getting them going so we could get these games underway. From the left side, Gavin Rehorn to the plate. Down 2-0. We'll see what Fairhope does here in the bottom of the first. Swinging at the first pitch, he'll foul that one off. Rehorn, Taylor, Gearhart are your first three in the order. Then Bryant, Leggett, Malone are your next three. Fairhope in the blue with the yellow trim. Outside for a ball. 1-1. The lighting on the lights out in the outfield shining right into our camera, so somewhat hard to depict the colors sometimes. That one's going to be low, and it's now going to go 2-1 to Rehorn. Swung on and fouled off. That one will go out of play. 2-2. And the small left-hander at the plate trying to hang in there. He's got great leadoff speed for Fairhope. Saw this young man the other day play in one of the games, and he can really fly when he gets going. Got a piece of it again, and he's a little late on it, but he's staying in there. 2-2. He will face his sixth pitch at the at-bat right here. Let's go, Gavin. Grandma loves you. Shout out for Gavin Rehorn. Thanks for tuning in tonight, folks. Don't forget, when you text a shout out, let us know where you're listening and watching the game at tonight. This one's going to go to left field, over the left fielder's head. He's got the outfielder turned around. You can see the jersey number. That's not a good thing when you're in the outfield. It'll be a double, leadoff double for Gavin Rehorn. So Fairhope puts their first runner aboard. He turns around the left fielder, Pruitt Vaughn, who might have lost that a little bit, but they are playing a somewhat shallow left field, not expecting the left-handed hitter to go to the opposite field, and he does. Braxton Taylor now, the catcher, will come to the plate from the right side. And again, off the slip there. Throw down to third, and he is going to be safe. The pitch was way behind the hitter, Taylor. Both pitchers seem to be having a little trouble holding on to the ball, and it should be dry. I mean, the ball shouldn't have any problem, but maybe some slippage. I'm surprised there's no rosin bag anywhere. Slapped into right field, and we're going to cut this game in half, 2-1 early. Rounding first, headed for two is Taylor, and he'll go in with a stand-up double. So back-to-back doubles, and Fairhope puts themselves on the board early. And Taylor picking up the RBI. And now Rock Gearhart comes to the plate. I think this kid should get an award just for the name. It's cool. Rock, I like it. First pitch is a strike to Gearhart. Now, Braxton Taylor out there dancing around off of second base is definitely going to make them look at him. and try to get under the skin here of the pitcher. Pitch inside and tight. Way to go, Gavin Rehorn. We love you. Tanisha and Kylan from Warner Robins, Georgia. 1-1 count to Gearhart. That one low, and it's now 2-1. Snap throw down to the shortstop. They got the runner in the rundown. Chasing him back from third. They'll throw to second. The tag will be put on him. They got him. What a play. Really nice play from Troy. And the catcher, Luke Barron, snaps a throw to the shortstop and catches Taylor leaning too far. They get him in the pickle and get the out. So he's caught for the first out, and you really don't want to run into an out, especially when you're the tying run early on. They got a little too aggressive and maybe a little too early for that move. 2-1 count. Ball slapped that down the line. It'll go 2-2 now on the hitter. And Rock Gearhart now doesn't have anybody to bring in with a base hit. So a great run down there by the defense as he's caught in between the two bags. And the pitch is going to be outside for a ball, and it goes 3-2. We have seen some very exciting play so far here tonight on this field. In our first game, a 2-0 win for South Bibb, and then this game already early. Some great defense there. Swing and a miss, and the first strikeout is recorded. And that's 2 outs. Copeland Bryant now will come to the plate with 2 down, a 2-1 ball game. That delivery is a bit outside and low, ball 1. Braced on the hill, the right-hander with 2 outs. He's got a strikeout, and his defense has saved him a run. And we got a couple balls coming in from the outfield area. So 3 more from the dugout as well. So the umpire, plenty of baseballs. Shout out to Jacob O'Brien and Fairhope from Poppy and Cece in Hawaii. And appreciate that shout out. Thanks for tuning into the game tonight. That shout out number is listed up on the scoreboard there. Make sure you look at that number, 865-209-9887, 865-209-9887. So those shout outs come to the right person. We change fields a lot, folks, and even though you might have a number from earlier, make sure you look at the number that is on the screen there, so you can get those shout-outs to the right person. 2 down and a 2-0 count to Copeland Bryant. Checked his swing. Did he go? Apparently not. 3-0. I cannot see the first base ump. He's screened by the awning. I couldn't tell if he gave the signal or not down there. So a 3-0 count to Bryant. Most likely a take pitch here. Shows bunt, pulls back. He'll take the strike. It's 3-1. Good job by the young man. Make him pitch. That's what you want to do when you go up there on a 3-0. You want to take one. You got 3 to work with. And the 3-1 delivery is outside and a walk given up. So down to first, they'll put another runner aboard, and this is where, if you are Fairhope, you kind of kick yourself now because you should have runners at first and second, or first and third, but Braxton Taylor got caught in a rundown by a great snap throw by the catcher to his shortstop to get him in between. Here's Darren Leggett, extra hitter. He'll take strike 1. Darren bats from the right side with 2 out and a runner aboard. Tying run here early in the bottom of the first is at first base. Curveball, breaks, no. 1-1, says the umpire. Swing and a miss. Snap throw to first. Did they get him or no? They say no. He's back in time. Boy, this catcher's got an arm too. Look out. So 1-2 count, 2 down, and a runner at first. The pitch on the way to Leggett. Curveball behind him. 2-2 now goes the count. And we will get you how you can order a DVD of any game you like coming up in the break here. So stay around for those instructions. Pretty easy to do. And we'll give you that information in just a moment. Swung on, fouled off, and the count will stay 2-2. The DVDs are $10 plus shipping and handling. All you have to do is email us the game you'd like. And if you remember who was playing who and the date, that would be even better. And you email us at info@jockjive.com. That's info@jockjive.com. Swung on, fouled off again. So if you'd like a DVD, again, info, @jockjive, JockJive.com. Send us an email of the game that you would like, who was playing who, whether it was Florida, Alabama, whatever the case may be, that maybe the date if you know. And put all your information in there where you want that DVD sent to. It's $10 plus shipping and handling. They will notify you how that all works and get the information to you and get the process started immediately. 3-2, full count, 2 outs. Runner at first. Darren Leggett trying to move Bryant over there at first. Here's the pitch. The payoff is too far inside, and a back-to-back walk given up again on a 3-2 count. And we'll put 2 runners aboard for Fairhope. Now with a chance to get the early lead back. And the coach coming out and chatting from Troy with the home plate umpire. Not sure about what, but in the first inning here, hopefully we're not challenging, debating strikes and balls, because that isn't going to help you any. And now timeout being called, something, because now he's going to talk to his first base umpire and the infield and the other coach. So something brought up here, not sure what it's about. Like I said, I wish we had the ability to mic either a coach or an umpire and find out what it is, but challenging a bat. And coach is going to give it to the umpire. They're going to look at it. So it's going to be a bat challenge of what he was using. And the 2 coaches talking to each other, and the coach for Troy just went back to his dugout. Boy, these coaches, they say the bat's good. You know, it's 9 and 10-year-old, and all the rules are given to both coaches. And I don't want to say that somebody's going to go out there and intentionally try to cheat or anything, but I think sometimes it's stretched a little too far. You know, it's a kid's game. They're 9 and 10. Let them play. You know, sometimes I think as coaches, and I was a former coach, we get a little too far into the game, a little too much. He checks it, and he has that right to do so. Most of the umpires, though, have already done a bat check before the game starts. That's their job. They check the bats first, and then they go and have their umpire meeting. Shout out, we're watching and cheering our grandson Miles Drew and Team Fairhope from Memphis, Tennessee. Some fellow Tennesseans checking out the game tonight. Thanks for tuning in. There's a ground ball through the hole into left field. A base hit. And now they're going to send him home. The left fielder took a little time picking that ball up. Like I said, I don't know if it's wet still out there, but for some reason, the left fielder took a little extra time, and Copeland Bryant will score. It is all tied up now, 2-2. With runners at first and second, as Jack Malone delivers the RBI single. And this all happening with 2 outs. They've tied it up. Now it's Miles Drew Johnson. We saw Miles on the hill yesterday. Takes ball 1. And that is who just got the shout out. His grandparents are watching in Memphis, Tennessee. So Miles Drew, the left-hander, with an opportunity to get the lead for Fairhope with 2 runners aboard. 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Curveball breaks and did not get the pitch. Wow. 2-0. Thought that was right there, but apparently not. And I think that the pitcher even thought, what are you talking about? That looked like a strike. Like I said, from our vantage point, very tough because of the green background there behind the plate. We cannot see the plate. There's a hard shot past the mound, partially knocked down, and it'll move everybody up 60 feet. No opportunity. Braystead got a piece of that one, slowed the ball down, but slowed it down too much. His second baseman couldn't get to it, and it'll be an infield single, and the bases are now loaded. So now Jacob O'Brien, the left fielder, comes to the plate. Bases loaded with 2 outs in a 2-2 ball game. And Fairhope sends their 7th man to the plate here in the inning. Wild pitch gets by, but no advancement. The guy down at third, I don't know, is Darren Leggett sleeping or what, but he never moved. The third base coach is now in his ear about it, but it's a little late at that point. You've got to make sure your kids know, what am I doing if the ball gets past the catcher, if I'm in the outfield, you know, all you got to be thinking every pitch. If something happens and it happens towards me, what am I doing? And he just caught sleeping there. Good thing for Troy that he didn't make a move because he had an opportunity to score. Ball and a strike now to Jacob O'Brien. O'Brien trying to get his team the lead with a base hit here. And a lot of pitches already being thrown early by the lead pitcher here for Troy. That one is fouled off to the right side. I believe he's already in the 30s, I think is what they said. So Wes Braystead, you know, they will maybe only want him to go no more than 40. So he may not last very long in this game, and that is not what you want to happen in the first inning. That's for sure. Check the swing, no call there, and it's low, 2-2. But remember, he's had 2 walks, and they were both on full counts. A couple of these batters went 5 and 6 pitches. A double, back-to-back doubles, a strikeout, and a single, and another single. So, did he get him? I believe he's going to hit the batter, and the run is going to score. So a hit batsman, Leggett will score. And now it's a 3-2 lead for Fairhope. Coach questioning, but he was hit. There's no doubt about it. And a walk out to the mound, and I believe this is going to be it. I think Braystead has probably reached the limit they want to go with. I would say he's got to be close to 30, right? 33 right now, 33 pitches already. And like I said, they can go up to 40. If they go over 40, then they have to rest today. Well, you only got tomorrow to go to get to the championship, so you've got to make sure that if you want to use all the pitchers you've got on your roster, you don't want to send anybody out there for more than 40. He's got 33 currently, and he'll face his 9th man in the order. So he's got technically 7 pitches to pitch before he has to be pulled, and I believe that's what they're going to do, and it looks like they did. They pulled him already, so we'll get a pitching change here early in the first inning. And coming to the mound for Troy is going to be Cole Pugh now. He's going to take over on the hill. We'll let him get his warm-up tosses. And we've got some shout-outs. Congratulations to Rock Gearhart and the Fairhope American team from his Nona and Uncle Aubrey in Lafayette, Louisiana. Well, thanks for tuning in, folks. We're glad you're enjoying the game there in Louisiana, and hope you folks at home are enjoying as well. Don't forget, if you want your very own DVD of any game that has been broadcast during this year's Alabama-Dixie Youth Baseball AAA State Tournament, simply email info, that's INFO, at JockJive.com. We'll get the process started. DVDs are $10 per game plus shipping and handling. And again, that address, info@jockjive.com. Tell them what game you'd like. And if you know the two teams and the date, even better. And then they will reply to you and let you know and tell you how it's going to work and how you can do the money and the whole thing. 3-2 lead now for Fairhope, and a pitching change here early in the bottom of the first for Troy. And now Cole Pugh will take the hill, and he will face the other 22 on the opposite side. Zach Jones for Fairhope, who's the center fielder. So bases loaded. A wild pitch on the first pitch is going to cause another run to score. And now it is 4-2. As Jack Malone scores on the wild pitch. So a 1-0 count now, and Pugh starts out with a wild pitch. Not an easy instance to come in with bases loaded, folks. That's hard enough, but then you got to throw strikes and try to get them out of the inning with 2 down here. This is all happening. 1 ball, 1 strike. 4-2 lead now for Fairhope, bottom of the first. Outside again, we'll go 2-1. Fairhope has now been at the plate almost 20 minutes so far in this inning. They have been out at the plate. The defense has been out there a long time. Ground ball, slow roller to short. Picked up, scoop, throw to first in time for the out. And they finally get out of it, but not before some damage is done, as 4 runs will cross the plate for Fairhope. And we will go to the top of the second inning when we come back. Stay tuned. More to come right here on JockJive.com. And we're getting ready here for the top of the second inning. We've got some more shout-outs going out. Shout out to Jerry McDowell from Uncle Dave and Uncle Tom from Florida. Shout out to our nephew, Will Sparks, watching from Fairhope. Go Pirates. We love you. Aunt Melissa, Uncle Clay, Anna Rose, and Jack. And a shout out to Jerry Mack from Gammy, Nina, and Toot, watching also in Fairhope. Well, thanks, folks, for tuning in. We appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying the broadcast. And right now, your team's ahead. Fairhope over Troy by a score of 4-2 as we get ready to roll. Top of the second inning, Tyler Clendon and Craig Edwards, Jordan McBride coming to the plate. I can't even read my own writing sometimes. So an interesting inning there as Fairhope plates 4. They already had to change pitchers for Troy and bring in their second guy. Ooh. And that is going to hit the batter on the foot, and down to first will go Tyler McClendon. So a hit by pitch to start off this inning. So both pitchers so far in the first struggled a little bit of ball control, and like I said, we did have a lot of rain earlier, but the balls have been reissued, and I don't think they're playing with anything that's wet. Cade Edwards now to the plate. From the left side, the big kid swings hard and fouls that off the back screen. Boy, he looks a lot older than 10. He looks like he could be playing in the 12-year-old bracket. McClendon over there at first. Edwards at the plate. Swing and a big miss. He's got that home run style swing. A lot of times these guys that go up there and swing like that tend to swing a little too hard, a little too early. You got to slow the swing down and just meet the ball. The ball will go. There's no doubt about that. And he's trying to swing. You can tell he's got that home run swing. He was swinging for the fence on that. He was trying to get a hold of one. And they'll throw over to first and just about got the runner back. So the strikeout recorded for the first out of the inning. And Jordan McBride, the shortstop, now will come to the plate, bat from the right side. And down and in, wild pitch, and down to second. Will go the runner McClendon. And it'll be ball one. So they've got a towel out there. They're trying to dry the ball off and keep them dry. So maybe there is a little moisture. And my feeling is somebody just needs to bring a rosin bag out there. One hop to third. Flip over to first for the out. Back across the diamond. But not in time as McClendon hangs on to the third base bag. So drilled that shot to the first from the third baseman, and he throws over to first to get the out, and they go back across the diamond trying to get the double play ball. And a really nice play again by Gearhart over there at third. So two down, runner at third. Swung out, fouled off on the first pitch here to Dawson Bradford, the right fielder. Well, I guess with the name Rock, I guess you can say he's steady as a rock over there at third. That was a great play. Curveball says breaks away, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fastball, and he got a piece of that, fouls it off to the right side, and that goes out of play. And again, trying to find more baseballs that are as dry as they can get them as they're toweling them off. Dawson Bradford now with a 1-2 count against him. And McDowell, the left-hander, delivers the pitch. Curveball on the edge, called strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning. What a pitch there. That was pretty. So they strand a runner. No hits and no runs. We're going to the bottom of the second. Still a 4-2 lead for Fairhope. They're coming to the plate right here on JockJive.com. Stay tuned, folks. Again, games will start tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. We'll have 4 teams battling it out. Or 3 teams battling it out somehow. We'll get it all straightened out here. 2 of these teams, the losers of the earlier games, are both gone. So Alexandria got beat. And they are done in the tournament. Enterprise won their game, so they move on. We'll get to that schedule here in a moment. Don't forget, we put up our schedules and all the scores and everything that's happening here at the tournament on our Facebook page. So if you haven't joined us on Facebook yet, please do so. Log into your Facebook page and type in JockJive in the search engine. And a shout out, let's go Fairhope, love you Jacob, love Uncle Johnny. Somebody must be texting the wrong field or something because the inning is correct. It's the bottom of the second. Fairhope coming to the plate. 4-2 lead right now for Fairhope. They will send Will Sparks, Jerry McDowell, and Finley Lavelle to the plate. 10, 11, and 12 in the order to face the right-hander, Pugh, who came on in the first inning with 2 outs. And his first pitch is up high for ball 1. And now 2-0. Misses on the inside corner, and it's 3-0. Much cooler night here once the sun went down, and a light wind blowing here from left field to right field. Not much. 3-1 as he'll take the strike pitch. And Sparks trying to get something started here for Fairhope here in the bottom of the second. Swings that one, hits it high into right field, backing up, and making the catch is the right fielder for the out. And the first out of the inning is recorded by Dawson Bradford out in right field for Troy. Jerry McDowell to the plate now. And a shout out to Jerry McDowell from Uncle Frankie and cousin Jared from Clearwater, Florida. Swing and a miss on the first pitch by McDowell from the left side of the plate. He'll take a ball outside and away, 1-1. 4-2 lead Fairhope, bottom of 2. Out of play on the foul ball there, and it goes to a 1-2 count. Oh, just missed that. Wow, I can't believe that was a good pitch, too. Two now. Inside. Strike 3 called. McDowell looked at it and looked at the umpire, and the umpire said, son, that's strike 3. Strikeout there. Yeah, it's a big strikeout. And 2 down. And Finley Lavelle will get his opportunity here. Swings at the first one, drives it into left field. Oh, and the left fielder misplayed it around. The fielder goes, and down to second is Lavelle. Look at the wheels on this kid. He's going to try for 3. Now he's got to turn around. They got him in a rundown between second and third. He dives back to the bag, and he got him. Wow. Again, another base running gaff out on the infield. Lavelle has a double and then gets caught trying to take extra for the third out. So no runs on 1 hit, and they strand nobody. And again, a great defensive play. We go top of 3 when we come back right here on JockJive.com. Top of the third inning, and my apologies, I said Enterprise won that game tonight. I read it backwards. Hueytown won that game tonight over Enterprise, 9-0. Hueytown advancing. Enterprise is eliminated from the tournament. So that, again, my apologies, and thanks for somebody for catching that for me. We got so many things in front of me here and scores from earlier and what was going on. I just looked at it and read it backwards. Hueytown advances by winning 9-0. Keneal Lewis, the center fielder, now coming to the plate for Fairhope. The pitcher still out there, and boy, got him again. And he is really struggling now. McDowell hits another one. Lewis goes down to first, and Slade Russell will come to the plate now. Pass ball, and down to second goes Lewis. And McDowell just from the get-go seemed to have had trouble holding on to that baseball and controlling it. 1-0 now to Russell. Up top for a ball, 2-0. Again, the lead early for Troy. Then Fairhope puts 4 in the bottom of the first and takes the lead right back. Ground ball slapped just past the second baseman into center field. Lewis spins around third base, was coming home. Now he's going to come. Now he's going to change his mind. Now he got a runner in between second and third. They fake the throw. And boy, the base running ability for both teams tonight is good and quick, but unfortunately maybe a little too aggressive, and got to pay attention there. You don't want to run into an out, especially if you don't have any, and you're down a couple of runs. So better off to take the opportunity to keep that runner at third, and they do. Lewis will stay, and now Russell goes back to second in time. And here's Braystead, who was the starting pitcher, to help himself here and help his team now, as he got him in the jam and got him down 4-2 with a base hit. He could tie the ball game here. I'm sure that would make his night a whole lot better. Curveball swung on, ground ball into left field. That'll get 1. Here comes the throw to the plate. Spinning around and going to second, though. They were trying to see if Slade Russell would go any further. He does not, so he'll get a single, an RBI, and go down to second. Lewis scores, and it's now a 4-3 ball game. And a best of luck to Kate Edwards of Troy from Uncle Eddie watching in Mississippi tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. McDowell with that big bender on the outside again, ball 1. And his pitch count has got to be getting up there as well. Wild pitch, nobody goes. 2-0. Fielder's choice for Cole Pugh the first time to the plate tonight, and he did score a run early. And he will try to get a couple of RBIs here if he can and get the lead back for the host team, Troy. .20 pitch, swing and a miss. And the count will go 2-1. Oh, 1-2, sorry. Got it. Thought he held it up the other way first time. 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, and a strikeout recorded. That is the first out. No, not. All right, 1-2. He's held up 3 different things so far, the umpire. 2-2 now. I thought I had it right the first time. Should have trusted myself. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on and popped straight up, but that'll come up on top of us and out of play. Two pitch again. Swing, and this time it is a strikeout. We're sure about it. And that is the first out of the inning. The third strikeout for McDowell in the game. Pruitt Vaughn, the left fielder, comes to the plate. Rips that ball into left field. That'll be over the left fielder's head. That's going to the fence. 2 runs will score, and Vaughn, headed to round 2, will hold up with a double. And the ball game now is going the other way, and it is a 5-4 lead now for Troy. And Pruitt Vaughn picking up a couple of ribbies on that shot to left field. That went all the way to the fence. Had the left fielder turned around immediately. Nothing he could do about it. Inside tight. Ball one. Jackson Booth from the right side at the plate. Outside, and they'll go no, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out, runner at second. Troy gets the lead back 5-4. On the outside corner that time, and he got it, 2-1. Up top, 3-1. Three balls and a strike, 1 out. McDowell working hard again here in the inning. Swung on and fouled off, and the count will go 3-2. Oh, they're going to let him go. He's over the 40 mark. He's at 43, so they're going to let McDowell go as far as he can. In the dirt, ball 4, and that's not going to help the cause, though. Puts another runner aboard. It's first and second, and you try to ride your lead pitcher if you can. You know, my feeling is you might as well. Like I said, you're playing in the championship game if you win here at 5 o'clock tomorrow night. Outside again, ball 1. 2 runners aboard for Cade Brookins, who walked his first time up, got stranded out at first back in the first inning. We're in the top of the 3rd inning right now, and Troy's taking the lead back 5-4. And a strike called, 1-1. They've got opportunities, though. They've got 2 runners on the pond at first and second for Brookins. Curveball, swing and a miss, and a nice pitch by McDowell. 1-2. Can he get out of the inning here? Needs a ground ball if they can flip 2. Then bases, any base here, you tag and toss. Swung at it, got a piece of it, fouled it off. I don't know how he got that pitch, but he had to reach for that one. It sounded like it might have got part of the dirt. It looked like a 9-iron shot, if that. 1-2 count. Back at it again goes McDowell. The left-hander sets to deliver. Swung on, ground ball. That's going to get into the hole in the left field. That'll move up everybody 60 feet. And it must be getting a little slick out there now because Pruitt Vaughn went across the third base bag and slipped and had to dive back.
Now batting number 24, Luke Barron.
Here's Luke Barron, flied out to second base his first time up. He's got ducks on every piece of the pond there. Base is fully loaded with just 1 out. Again, Fairhope looking for the double play ball. And on the ground, you go to the bag and throw. Straight up in the infield. Infield fly rule is not in play there, but they do tag the runner going home for the out. Ooh, that coach not happy about that. Pruitt Vaughn is out going home for the second out on the pop fly. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, that was infield fly rule. The catcher missed the play, so that is where it ends. It's the infield fly rule. It's an automatic out. And then the kid at third took off, and he caused the third out of the inning, really. So they do pick up the 3 runs, though. They do lead it 5-4. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd inning when we return right here on JockJive.com. So a 5-4 lead as Troy turns the tables on the scoreboard. We go to the bottom of the third inning, and Fairhope will start with the top of the lineup. Again, Gavin Rehorn, who led off the game with a double, comes to the plate. And 3 runs there in a very kind of bizarre inning for Troy, but they're able to plate. Canal Lewis led it off with the getting hit by the pitch, then the double. And then Barstead gets to the plate, gets on, and the strikeout. And then the double and thrown out, trying to go around third, got in a rundown. You get a walk, and the infield fly rule, and he was not forced to go, but he went anyway, and he was tagged out. That was the third out. So there's where we're at. Rehorn swings at the second pitch, slow roller to short, picked up fire over to first. Not in time. Rehorn, great speed, beats out the single. So Gavin is 2 for 2 tonight. Braxton Taylor coming to the plate. Braxton with a double. He got caught also coming off the bag a little too far back in the first inning. So we've had about 3 or 4 base running gaps here tonight between the two teams. Curveball in for a strike on that pitch. Swung on, popped up into right center field. Long chase for the right fielder. Reaches back and misses it. Racing for 3 is Rehorn. Now going down to second. Ball comes into the infield. Rehorn now caught in a rundown. In between third and home. Back to the plate. Overthrew him. Rehorn's going to score. Down to third. Turns the corner is Taylor. So Taylor gets a double. And ends up at third. And Rehorn scores as he rounds the bag. The throw catches him in the middle, and they went back and forth in the pickle. Unfortunately, they threw it over the catcher's head, and the run scores. So Braxton Taylor down at third. Nobody out yet. Tie ball game, and Rock Gearhart comes to the plate. Rock struck out his first time. In the dirt, and nobody goes, and too close. Catcher picks it up. Gearhart, Bryant, Leggett due up here. Still nobody out with a runner aboard third, and a tie game now in the bottom of the third. Down low, 2-0. Shout out, that's my boy, Go Gavin. That's from Grandma. She's enjoying every bit of this one, and she should be. Her son is definitely turning it on tonight. He's got his team pumped up. Single, a double, he scored 2 runs already. 3-0 count to Gearhart. A take pitch here. And it's way outside, and a straight 4-ball walk. First and third now.
Now batting number 16, Copeland Bryant.
Copeland Bryant to the plate. Copeland with a walk, scored a run back in the first inning when Fairhope plated 4. They've plated 1 here so far. Up top for the first pitch, ball 1. Cole Pugh, who had to come in early in that first inning with 2 outs after 8 batters were faced by the lead pitcher. Now struggling a bit here in the third. Got a strike there. Finally got the last out on Zach Jones on a grounder to the shortstop to get the out. He faced just 3 batters and got out of a weird inning in the second. Here he faces his first 3, and they're all on, and one of them has already scored. And it's 2-1. Not the way that Troy wanted things to happen in the first inning, losing their starting pitcher in Braystead. Swung on, ground ball, knocked down by the shortstop. No, got by him into center field. Looked like he might have had a play on it. 2 runs are going to score as the throw comes in. Heads up base running there by Gearhart, who is continuing to move. single will get 2 RBIs on that. And now a 7-5 lead goes the other way for Fairhope. So Bryant picks up the 2 RBIs. Gearhart scores from first as he just continued to round and round and round. Braxton Taylor had 60 feet to go. Darren Leggett's coming to the plate right now. He walked and scored a run in the first inning. And now a 2-run lead back again for Fairhope, and the umpire goes out to break up the conference and say, let's go. Let's go. So the coach for Troy heads to the dugout after the team meeting. And Darren Leggett will head to the plate and try to change the scoreboard some more. A 2-run lead right now for Fairhope, trying to advance to that championship round. Pass ball, that'll send the runner to second. One and 0 count. Swing and an outside pitch, and the count go 1-1. Swing at that one as well, and strike 2, and he's swinging out of the zone. Leggett is. Grounded to third, snagged by the third baseman. Throw over to first, and he threw it away. Into the dirt it goes. Run's going to score, and down to second. And it's going to be a throwing error on the third baseman. It was a tough throw. First baseman tried everything he could, but unfortunately it didn't work. But the run scores, and it is now a 8-5 lead, and a runner still at second. And again, still no outs in the inning, and Jack Malone comes to the plate. So 5 batters, 4 runs here in the third. Swings at that one, grounder to short, picked up, throw over to first, again dug out. This time they get the out. One out, and the runner advances to third.
Now batting that team, Miles G. Johnson.
Miles Drew Johnson now to the plate. And I just heard the pitch count was 33 for Cole Pugh right now. So he's getting close to the 40 mark. Outside, ball 1. Again, so he's got 5 pitches left here to work with before they'll have to change him, because again, you don't want to go over 40. This would be the second pitcher in the first 3 innings. Oh, that ball drilled to right field. What a grab by the right fielder. He snagged that one before it got the fence. What a catch out there in right field. That was a beauty. That ball was traveling to the fence with no doubt, and he leaps at just the right time to pull that in. And boy, I'll tell you what, McClendon makes a great catch out there in right field. That was impressive. Oh, the first pitch to Jacob O'Brien. Jacob is all animated about that strike call. He didn't like that at all, but it is strike 1. Swung on that one, grounder to third, bobbled by the third baseman. Long throw again, not going to get there. And trouble at the hot corner. And another run across the plate. And it is now 9-5.
Number 22, Zach Jones.
And boy, it just really, really tough. Jackson Booth over there at third, I believe, and 2 times. And that's a long toss across the diamond. Here comes the coach, because I believe they're going to probably make a change here, because Cole will be very close to 40, and they won't want to waste him any longer. So they're going to take him off the hill. We're going to get a pitching change. And when we come back, we'll let you know who it is. It's all happening right here on JockJive.com. Bottom of 3, 9-5 lead. Fairhope still with runners on and 2 outs in the inning. Yeah, we're ready to get back to it. Bottom of the third, 9-5 lead. And on the hill now is Jordan McBride, a right-hander. First pitch is in for a strike. Runner at first with 2 down. Zach Jones, who grounded to short his first time up at the plate. Second pitch on the corner, and he didn't get that one, 1-1. So our schedule for 10 a.m. tomorrow, South Bibb will get the loser of this game, and Hueytown will get the winner. Swing and a miss, and it's 2 strikes. And then the 2 winners will move on to play each other at 5 p.m. Monday night. Up a little high, 22. So it's Hueytown against the winner here, and South Bibb will get the loser from here. Swing and a miss, got him on the strikeout. And that'll finally end the inning. Go to the top of the 4th. It's 9-5, Fairhope, right here on JockJive.com. Want to remind you, don't forget, after today's game is over, you can watch the action again and again on JockJive.com. Go to the same spot, you watch the live coverage and watch the archives. Or if you want your own DVD of any game of the Alabama-Dixie Youth Baseball AAA State Tournament, email info@jockjive.com and we'll get the process started for you immediately. So, nice job, Fairhope, doing their thing right now. They've got a 9-5, a little more comfortable. Great game, Fairhope. Take it to a great win. Go Miles Drew Johnson from Gigi and Papa in Memphis. And also a shout-out to Jacob O'Brien and Fairhope from Poppy and Cece in Hawaii. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Appreciate you listening and glad you're enjoying this one. Again, 10 a.m. tomorrow. Field 1 and Field 2 will both be going. Hueytown face the winner here on this field, and on the other field, South Bibb will get the loser. Jason will have the call on Field 2. I'll have the call here on Field 1, and then we'll wait to see who wins those two, and we'll join you for the championship game at 5 p.m. tomorrow night right here on Field 1. So looking forward to that. Some warm-up tosses. McDowell still on the hill, and he will go into the fourth inning. We'll see what he can do here. He's had a long couple of innings, and some odd-looking things happen to him, but he's got himself a 4-run lead now. See if he can hang on to it. McClendon, who made that great catch out in right, and now Edwards and McBride. Up top for ball one. Way inside, and it'll go 2-0. Again, congratulations to the Majors. They finished their tournament today, and championship went to Headland, winning that game by a score of 5-4 in a very close battle. And two teams had met earlier in the tournament, and Headland beat Dadeville pretty handily, but the second time around, a very close game, 5-4. Way up top, and 3-0. And you got to be wondering, as his pitch count is over 40 already, if he's starting to get tired right now. He has seen a lot of batters. There he gets the strike, and it goes 3-1. Speaking of the young man on the hill, a shout out to the McDowell family for great support of our Jerry McDowell, because Mimi and Da from Florida couldn't be there to watch the game tonight. They're enjoying that at home, and we appreciate it. Steps out, 3-1. Wasn't sure if he was looking for a sign or what, or maybe had something in the eye there, but all of a sudden the batter said way too long, so he steps out. Here's a 3-1 and ball 4. Clendon down to first on the walk.
Batting number 12, Cade Edwards.
And here's the big man again, Cade Edwards, who's got that big power and that big swing, but right now the home run would be nice, but you don't want the home run. You want base runners. You're down 4. Timeout being called, and going to talk to the left fielder for Fairhope. Not sure what's going on. Starter was Jacob O'Brien, if that's still the same young man in left. They went out there to give him something. I don't know what it was. Maybe an inhaler. He might be an asthmatic. I remember having to have mine being brought out to me. I'm guessing, though. I don't know. So they call time and go out to left field, and things seem to be okay, and we get back to action. Edwards, the left-hander, at the plate. McClendon is over at first, ready to go. Swung on, he ripped it right into right field. First and second is where they'll end up. A big single there on a hard drive into the grass in right. That's what you want, base runners. When you're down by 4, you got to put guys on to get them across the plate. And Jordan McBride now will come to the plate. Nobody out. 2 runners aboard. Top of the 4th, 4-run lead. Inside, got past the catcher on a wild pitch. Both runners will move up 60. Let McDowell go. Looks like they're going to let him go as far as he can. And they're really depending on this left-hander here, McDowell, to get the job done. strike on the outside corner. Really pretty pitch there. 1 ball, 1 strike. And right now, McDowell is just throwing his 58th pitch. So, way outside. 2-1. You hear the coach yelling back, back. Nobody go. And no movement by the Fairhope coach yet, so they must be going to use him for the distance, I guess. I'm not sure where the next breakdown is after 40. I know you can only do 75 in a game. Swung on off the end of the bat, right into the glove. The second baseman Scoop throws to first. They'll give up the run to get the out. Nice play there at second base for the out. RBI for McBride, though. And a 9-6 game. Dawson Bradford. At the plate now from the right side. Swung on, ground ball, goes down the left line, and it'll go foul. Trying to get some dry baseballs back into the infield here and to the pitcher as well. Trying to keep it dry enough that they can throw a ball. 9-6 now in this game here in the bottom of 4, or top of 4, sorry. Strike called on the corner, 0-2 now. Getting ready to throw his 63rd pitch as Dawson Bradford faces it. And the 0-2 delivery. Swung on, little bloop into center field. That'll score a run and an RBI. So Bradford will pick up the RBI on the single. And now it's 9-7.
Number 6, Camille Lewis.
And now Lewis will come to the plate. Lewis started it all off in the last inning, getting hit by a pitch and was able to score a run. And they were able to plate 3 runs in that inning. They plated 2 more here, and they've cut that lead back down again to 2 runs. It's maybe one of those games where who scores the most wins, of course, but who scores last might be this one. Slow roller to the hill. McDowell turns, looks at 2, goes to 1, though, instead. Gets the sure out. Runner moves down to second. 2 down in the inning. And Slade Russell will come to the plate. Slade with a double his last time up and scored a run as well. On the corner for the strike. Shout out, good luck, Gavin Rehorn from Grandma and Grandpa from Nebraska. So all the way up in Nebraska, taking a listen tonight, watching the game. Glad to have you along. Thanks for tuning in. Way outside on the corner, 1-1. Down at second is Bradford. Dawson gets the lead off, but doesn't go. Inside and tight. 2-1, the umpire says. Way in again, 31. And McDowell definitely at this point is definitely probably throwing all he can throw tonight. Over the 60 mark now, 60, mid-60s. steps off the hill. Sometimes you can do more damage by running a kid longer than he really should be throwing, even if you think he can go the distance. On the corner, got the strike, 3-2. And I'm sure they're trying to get him his third out, and then it'll be it, I'm sure, for McDowell. He won't be back out for the next inning, that's for sure. You know, he's in the dirt again. Skips past the catcher, and the inventor will go down to third on the walk. And first and third. And the tying run over at first. And, yeah, you got to go out and get the ball, and he does. Big hand for that young man. I mean, he worked his tail off trying to go as far 60-plus pitches to get to that distance, but unfortunately can't last the distance they wanted him to go, so they're going to change pitchers for Fairhope. And Wes Braystead, who got a single and scored a run tonight as well, is going to face a new pitcher on the hill as Fairhope sends their team to the sideline here to probably get some water and get a break while the warm-up tosses are being handled. And on the hill for Fairhope now, I believe that's Rock Gearhart. It is. Rock Gearhart's going to come on now and pitch for Fairhope. We saw Rock the other night with a couple of pitches. So we'll let him get his warm-up tosses, and we'll be back. It's 2 outs. It's a 9-7 lead. Fairhope. Pitching change right here on JockJive.com.
Now batting number 42, Wes Braystead.
So Rock is done with his warm-up pitches, and we're back to action here. Wes Braystead will come to the plate. He's got runners at first and third, and Troy down 2 runs. So opportunity here to get this ball game close and even closer. Runner will go down to second. The throw is down. They didn't think he'd throw, and he does. Wow. I didn't think he'd throw either. Slade Russell gets shut down there trying to take second, and they kind of nonchalantly taking second, I should say. And with 3 outs, that'll end the threat there. But they do pick up the 2 runs. 2 outs, and you throw down to second, but I think they didn't think he'd throw, and he fired away. He had plenty of time, too. Braxton Taylor with a great throw down to second base gets the runner going in. That'll end the inning. Go to the bottom of the 4th, and Fairhope still with a 2-run lead. Coming back more on JockJive.com. Jordan McBride gets set to go back to the hill here. He'll face Sparks, McDowell, and Lavelle. 10, 11, and 12 in the lap. In the bottom of the 4th inning, for Fairhope. They've got a 2-run lead now as we get to the latter part of the ball game.
What about number 27, Will Sparks?
Fairhope has been able to plate some runs in the first and the third. The only inning they got shut out in was that second inning where they basically went 1-2-3, and Finley Lavelle trying to stretch a double into a little more than it should have been, and he was the third out. So here we go. Bottom of the order. Sparks flew out to right field his first time up. McBride is outside with the first pitch, ball 1. Ground ball to second. Picked up, throw over to first in time for the out. So 1 up, 1 away.
Now batting number 32, Jerry McDowell.
Jerry McDowell to the plate. Jerry struck out looking his first time up. Takes a strike there on the corner. Facing a different pitcher here for the second time in the order. McBride delivers, and it'll be 1-1. Up top. Two, 1. Outside on the corner again, 2-2. Shout out to Go Jerry from Mimi. Down and in the dirt. Full count, 3-2. Lavelle in the on-deck circle. Ball 4, and he walked him. So a runner aboard on the walk.
Now batting number 30, Finley Lavelle.
Here's Finley Lavelle, who, like I said, ripped the double the first time, and then it caught off the bag trying to turn the corner and couldn't get back and was thrown out. Reaches out, pops that one foul. And it's 0-1. Infield playing deep behind the bags. First baseman in just a little bit in front of the bag. To the fence, wild pitch. It rebounds. The runner's going to go. Throw down. Not in time. He will slide up underneath. 1 ball, 1 strike. Boy, that was a courtesy bounce there for the catcher. And the throw a little better, and he's probably gone. So Lavelle's got a chance now for an RBI here with a base hit. Reached out, got a piece of it again, and the count will go 1-2. Oh, inside, tight, 2-2. Didn't get the call he was looking for, though. Outside, and he works the full count on him. So now Lavelle got to be looking for a good pitch here. He'll call timeout, step out of the box. In the dirt, ball 4. Runner going to advance. Runner's now on the corners. Lavelle turns first and looks, but doesn't advance it. Now he's going to go, and they're going to throw down. They're going to get him. Going to the plate. Can't safe it home. Did not get Lavelle at second either. And good heads-up base running again by Lavelle. He's got speed. He was watching. The ball's live. There's no timeout called. And he just takes off and goes. And it's a good idea, go, because the guy at third, if he goes as well, you get the runner. You know, you'll sacrifice the out, but it ends up being neither side, and it's now a 10-7 ball game and still a runner at second. And I like this Lavelle. He is something else to watch on the base path. So he makes up for the trying to get the extra in his last at-bat, but here he is now standing at second. Come off the bag, didn't go. And it's a 2-0 count quickly. To Gavin Rehorn, who's had a really good night at the plate, and he's scored 2 runs already. Strike on the outside corner, and the count will go 2-1. So Fairhope gets one of those runs back that they gave up in the last inning, and now lead it by a score 10-7. Swing and a miss. Can't get the outside corner. 2-2. That may be because he's a little smaller, maybe a little tougher for him to get that corner out there. That was a good pitch from McBride. Comes inside on the corner and backs him off the dish, and the count will go 3-2. They fake the throw down, and Lavelle doing a little dancing out there. He's got to go back to the bag once the pitcher has the baseball and he's ready to go. Can't take the lead until the ball's to the catcher. On the outside corner, strike 3. He was headed for first. You never want to show up the ump. You never want to do that. Don't go thinking you got to walk. Because if it's close, most likely he's going to call you out on strikes, and he did. You don't like to get shown up there at all. 2 down, 10-7 lead still for Fairhope. At the plate, it's Braxton Taylor. He'll take strike 1. Time is called. And now the pitcher will get set again as Taylor steps back in. Outside, runner jumping around, not going anywhere. 1-1. Lavelle's got speed. He knows he can run. He knows he can go, but you got to be careful. You got caught once. Don't get caught a second time. Hard fastball, grounded to short. Picked up long, throw to first in time and got him. Good play across the infield there for the 3rd out. So they only pick up the 1 that time. But they now lead it by a score of 10-7. We'll go to the 5th inning stretch. Top of the 5th when we come back. JockJive.com.
Troy, could you call the press box, please?
So Rock Earhart back to the hill for Fairhope. Will now face the top of the order. Wes Braystead will get a chance to come back in and bat again because of the out that happened on Slade Russell, who was nonchalantly taking second base very slowly, and they fired down with 2 outs and got him. So Wes will get an opportunity to face Gearhart one more time. He already seen him for a couple of pitches, but that was it. And then they tried to steal, and I have yet to figure out why that Slade just kind of cruised down there like it was no big deal, like they were going to give him the bag, and the catcher said, hey, if you're going to take that long, I'm going to throw and get you, and he did. Braxton Taylor got a great arm behind the plate. He knows what he's doing. So Braystead, Pugh, and Vaughn, the top three in the order, with 6 outs to work with for Troy. And the first pitch from Rock is in the dirt for ball one.
Never played West Braystead.
Single his first time up, got caught in between first and second. The next batter on the fielder's choice. Swing and a miss there, 1-1. He's also scored a run tonight in the third inning and picked up the RBI. That pitch is wild and outside in the dirt, 2-1. Two balls, one strike. Top of the fifth inning. Swung on, popped up, and that'll get out of play. 2-2. See Taylor zip the mask off and race over to the fence quickly. Him and his first baseman, Miles Drew Johnson, headed over there, but ball goes out of play. Two. Outside on the corner, didn't get it. 3-2. Here we go, full count pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off again. And staying in there is Braystead, who's battling hard here, trying to get himself back on. Again, 3-run lead for Fairhope. Top of the fifth, 6 outs to work with for both teams. Although Fairhope wouldn't have to bat if they have the lead after the top of the sixth. A walk given up, and the first leadoff man aboard. And exactly what you want to do if you are Troy. Get that leadoff man up there. Here's Cole Pugh, struck out and scored a run tonight on a fielder's choice. Got on base. Lays down a bunt down the third base line. Perfect bunt. Throw to first is not going to be in time either. That is a beautiful bunt. And it's first and second. You get the infield playing a little deep. The third baseman picks it up, but it has to go after it. And then by the time he fires to first, Pugh's already there. And now you got runners at first and second, and the tying run at the plate in Pruitt-Vaughn. Pruitt with a double and a ground ball in front of the plate. Whoa! Just about got him. And knocks him down. He had to go down to the seat there to get out of the way of that one. 1-0. Whoa, in the dirt again. And Rock Gearhart having a little trouble. Throw down to third is there, but not in time to get the runner. Like I said, he's got a great arm, Braxton Taylor does, behind the plate, but Gearhart with 2 pitches that have not been anywhere close. This one is popped up on the right side, foul territory, racing over to the fence, but can't get there in time, is Taylor. I tell this young man has been playing that catcher position for a while. He knows what he's doing back there. It looks like he's got a slight limp as well, like maybe he had gotten hurt on something, but not sure what that might be, but he's playing through it. 2-1 count. Inside on the corner, strike 2, and backing out of there was Vaughn, and he didn't think that was a strike. The umpire said differently, and now the count 2-2. Nobody out yet here in the fifth. swung on, popped up, short left field. No room for either runner to go as the shortstop will back up and make the catch for the out.
Now batting number 11, Jackson Booth.
Jackson Booth comes to the plate. A walk, a double tonight, a run scored, and an RBI, and he's got a couple of them up on the pond for him right now. And up and in, ball one. Rock Gearhart has not looked very good at this point here in this inning. He has really kind of been struggling to hold on to the pitch. He's having trouble hitting that zone. On the corner, did get that one, though, and when he does get it, I mean, he looks good, but then when the times he doesn't, he looks bad. He has not had any really in-between stuff. Swing and a miss. There he goes. That's a good pitch. 1-2 now. Gearhart trying to get Booth, get that second out. It'd be a big out right here if he can get it. Want to hold on to that 3-run lead. Ooh, just missed down low. And the count will go 22. Inside corner, and he'll go full. Wow. Wish they would move. I wish the mat was a little smaller height-wise so we could see that plate, because, man, it is tough to see where that pitch looked pretty good from here. There he got him, and another guy headed down. And Booth has been told, don't show me up, son. It doesn't work that way. That's twice now that they've thought they've got the walk, and they did not. And he's called out on strikes. So that was a big strikeout for Rock Gearhart. Here's Cade Brookins now. He's been on base twice, once with a walk, and popped to the right side. That'll go foul, out of play. 2 runners aboard, and then they are trying to get them home to get back into this game. Down 3 runs and 4 outs to work with for the host team, Troy. And in the dirt, but a good stop by Taylor keeps it in front of him. The count goes 1-1. He'll ask for a new baseball. Again, Troy has 3 more outs in the 6th inning to work with and an out here to work with, and find themselves down by 3 runs, pending what Fairhope does when they get to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th as well. Swung on, lifted foul to the right side again. Got a piece of it and gave it a better ride, but again, off the end of the bat, so he's just a hair late. And the count now 1-2 in favor of Rock. I guess they do have a rosin bag out there. I saw something out there. I wasn't sure if it was. First time I've seen anybody go to it. Tries to go outside. Ball gets by. The catcher can't find it, and no advancement from any runner, though. And it stays 2-2. Look like he's trying to hit the corner there again and try to get the called third. Brookins has got to be prepared to swing at either the inside or the outside corner, though, with a 2-2 count. These two teams do see each other during the regular season. Oh, behind him. And 3-2. Calls timeout, steps back out, comes back in. Full count. On the outside corner, and he'll get the walk. Base is now loaded with 2 down. Here's Luke Barron. Last time up, had that infield fly. And a pop out to second, so he's still looking for a hit tonight. And a big hit here would really help him and his team. And Gearhart trying to find the corner, does not. 1-0. Popped up right side. Will they have time? No, it'll get out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down, top of the 5th. Fairhope leads at 10-7. Bases are loaded, though, for Troy. Wind just light out of the, probably the west, and blowing just barely. Wild pitch, here comes a runner. They'll put the tag down, he's safe. Scoring is Bracestead on the wild pitch, and everybody else moves up as well. Count will go to 2-1, and it's now 10-8. Now Luke Barron steps back in. They'll throw another ball out to Gearhart. 2 balls and a strike, 2 down, 2 runners aboard, and a 2-run difference again. And Rock Gearhart with the pitch, swung out, lifted high to left, got the left fielder turned around. That's going to hit the fence. 2 runs are going to score, and a big double there for Luke Barron. And they have tied the ball game with 2 runs on that one. Barron will pick up 2 RBIs. That one right all the way to the fence. He turned that left fielder around immediately. He was going for it. No chance of getting there. And the ball game is all tied up at 10 apiece. This happening again with 2 outs in the inning. And Tyler McClendon will come to the plate. Tyler with a walk and a hit by pitch, and he has scored a run tonight. And the Troy crowd back into this here early in the top of the 5th. Wild pitch, and into the left field it goes, and the runner will take third. Luke Barron will take third base on the wild pitch. The throw went into the shallow left field. It was grabbed immediately, and thankfully, but timeout is being called now by the Fairhope coach. He was going to go out and chat with his pitcher, Rock Gearhart. This game all tied up. 1 ball count, and McClendon trying to get the fans pumped up here while he is here at the plate. So we're all tied up now, and now a different story here on the hill for Rock Gearhart. Got to get the out. Got to ignore the runner at third. You got to get that third out, and I'm sure that's what the coach is telling them. Just work the third out. Rock working hard and getting chatted up by his friends out there and his teammates. Rock not happy with himself. You can tell he's very emotional out there on the hill right now, and you've got to keep it all in check. Not easy to do for a 9 and 10-year-old. It's tough. He wants that out badly, and he sees 2 runs score, and he let that pitch go high and over the top, and that one almost cost him another run. It's 2-0. You've got to concentrate, and maybe you don't want him in this position. You can see he's pretty emotional out there, and he doesn't have the stuff he wants. I think I would have probably changed him out at that point. Just don't let the kid get himself down. Try to fight it off, get out of a jam is what he's going to do. 2-1. Let's hope he can get it done. On the other end, though, Tyler McClendon wants to change the scoreboard and put his team out front. This one all knotted up at 10 and 60 feet away from getting that RBI. Is McClendon. in with a fastball too low, and now 3-1. And I'm going to say he walks him. I think that'll be it for Rock tonight. What a shame. He was right there. He had the counts a couple times, and with 2 outs, and just couldn't find the 3rd out. Swung on, and whoa, that drilled off the fence and fouled off, and count will go full at 3-2. And a little pat again from his shortstop trying to say, come on, Rock, get it done. You got this. It's Gavin Rehorn out there at short. So another full count with 2 down, runner at 3rd. Let's see what he can do. Comes with one hard and short hop it, and it'll be ball 4. Another walk given up. And does the coach go get him or not? Wow, he's going to lead. Yeah, I was going to say, you got to go get him. You got to go get him. He's pitched as much as he can. He's over trying now. He's pretty emotional. He's upset with himself. And you got to just tell him, hey, you know, it's just a game. We're okay. Nobody hurt yet. We're still in it. We're going to pitch and change here. When we come back, it is a 10-10 ball game. 2 runners aboard with 2 down, and a new pitcher on the hill for Fairhope when we come back right here at JockJive.com.
Now batting number 12, Cade Edwards.
They're going to walk him. They're going to IW Cade Edwards. They're afraid that he might get a hold of one. He definitely looks like he has the power to do it. He also, you load the bases, and then it's any base. Darren Leggett is on the hill. That's who's come in. He's going to pitch to Jordan McBride, who's grounded out twice. So I can see this, but boy, like I said the other night, I don't like putting anybody on and giving them a potential extra run. Pop fly, center field, center fielder coming hard, right fielder coming hard, and he will make the catch. What a great catch there, and saving more than a couple of runs. And it's all tied up 10-10. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th next, right here on JockJive.com. What a ball game so far as this one gets tied up. You know, it might come as a surprise to you folks out there how affordable it is to have JockJive Sports provide coverage of your sporting event or sports team with quality streaming, offering national and international platform to show off your school or sport. We produce everything from youth sports to the NCAA Division I programs, literally from every part of this country. Large productions or small, tiny venues or large, doesn't matter. We can and have done them all. To put JockJive Sports to work for you, email us at info@jockjive.com. So if you've got sporting events in your area, tournaments, and no matter what the sport is, we cover the gamut. Give us a call or email us at info@jockjive.com. Let us know what you're looking for, and we'll get you a very good, fair proposal to come and broadcast your event to your folks in your area. So we end the top of the 5th with 3 runs crossing the plate. It is all tied up now at 10 apiece. Now we go to the bottom of the 5th. Fairhope will send Rock Gearhart, Copeland Bryant, and Darren Leggett to the plate. And they will face Jordan McBride, who come in a couple innings ago. Again, the loser here will play on field 2 tomorrow against South Bibb. The winner will play at 10 a.m. right here on field 1 against Hueytown. So then the 2 winners will host each other, and they will play in the championship game at 5 p.m. And the only way we would get the if game is if the winner lost in game 30 at 5 p.m. tomorrow night. If the loser, who's ever in the loser's bracket, wins, whoever wins between South Bibb and the loser here would beat the Hueytown, whoever wins here. Then we would get a 10 a.m. game on Tuesday morning because they would have to win twice. So Fairhope and Troy have not lost a game yet. One of them is going to lose one right here. So here we go. Rock Gearhart, who struggled on the mound. Maybe he'll try to help himself out here at the plate, get things going for his team. He's walked and struck out and scored a run tonight. He'll face McBride on the hill. McBride, the right-hander, delivers the fastball, swing, and a miss. McBride, he's got a very short windup. I mean, it's kind of a cross between a windup and a stretch position, and he just fires the ball in there. Comes over the top, and it's 1-1. He's got really pretty decent, good mechanics there for a youngster, and he looks like he throws pretty hard. I'm impressed. He's done a nice job. Ooh, that one a little short hopped it, 2-1. Gave up just the run in the last inning. Came in, pitched 1 strike, and got the 3rd out in the 3rd inning. So he's got 2 strikeouts already, to his credit. On the corner, miss. And it goes 3-1. I don't know if he gets credit for the strikeout on the first guy he faced because he had 2 strikes already against him, or the other pitcher gets the strikeout credit. I don't know if you can do halves. And unfortunately, this one is too low and in the dirt, and he walked him. So he puts the first runner aboard, and that is exactly what Fairhope wanted to do, is get their leadoff man on, and they do.
Now batting number 16, Copeland Bryant.
Copeland Bryant now to the plate. Single and a walk, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs. Bryant, the second baseman for Fairhope. Ball in the dirt. Runner goes. Gearhart down to second. And Copeland with an opportunity here to pick up another ribby. Timeout being called. They're going to go out and talk to Bryant, I believe. I don't think there's going to be a change made here, but it doesn't look like it. Looks like he's just going to chat with him, tell the infield what he wants them to do. All tied up, but the lead run is now down at second base. And a shout out to Finley Lavelle from the Rings in Memphis. In a great play, Sam, and also great job, Jack Malone. Attaboy, Finley. Memphis is pulling for you, especially the Rings. So congratulations. And again, folks, make sure you check the number out on the screen there if you text another number. Luckily, Jason's still here, but make sure you look at the number on your screen to text the right person that's doing that field. 865-209-9887. A lot of you have already sent in a bunch of texts. We appreciate it, but Jason brought that one over, so we were able to bring that to you. Tries a bunt there. Good idea. 1-1. Move the runner. A little small ball being played there by the coach for Fairhope as Copeland Bryant lays down the bunt, but it goes foul. Ball and a strike. Again, lays it down. Good one. He'll move the runner to third. And almost overthrew it his head. Good thing the first baseman's kind of tall. Throw back to third. Gearhart back to the bag. So the sacrifice bunt works. And one out and a runner at third. And it'll be up to Darren Leggett to try to bring him home. Darren got on by an error and a walk, scored 2 runs tonight. First pitch is high, ball 1. On the corner, strike called, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at third. Lead run 60 feet away for Fairhope. Again, Troy will have 3 outs to work with in their top half of the 6th, pending the outcome of this inning here. Count now goes to 2-1. So it looks like some changes being made here right now for, I believe, Troy. And coming in to pitch is Cade Brookins now, who's going to take over here with a 2-1 count. So Cade Brookins take over. And he will face Darren Leggett with a 2-1 count. It's 10-10 right now, and a runner at third is Rock Gearhart. So we'll let Brookins get his warm-up tosses. So stepping back in with a 2-1 count against him as Leggett now sees a second pitcher in the at-bat in Brookins, and the right-hander will set and deliver. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Rock Gearhart standing down at third, 60 feet away from giving Fairhope the lead back in this game. And Jack Malone standing in the on-deck circle. Time is called. Brookins goes to the rosin bag. And Leggett goes back to work. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch from Brookins. Strikeout. And 2 down.
Now batting number 24, Jack Malone.
Jack Malone, fielder's choice, single tonight. Run scored and an RBI. Opportunity here for Jack to get his team the lead. Still standing down there is Gearhart. They got him down there on the sacrifice bunt to third. Big Bender didn't fall far enough. 1-0. Slaps that one off the end of the bat. That one ripped down the right side, but it goes foul. 1-1. Ball and a strike, 2 down. Gearhart still waiting for that hit to go through. Hard fastball. Low, 2-1. Calls time, steps back out of the box is Malone. Brookins gets himself set again on the hill. 2-1 pitch on the way. On the corner, strike two. Malone looked at the umpire, waiting for the call, shakes his head, yeah, it was there. Doesn't do you much good, shake your head, yeah, it was there. You got to take a swing at that, that's close. Anything close to try to get this runner in from third. Got a piece of it there to second base on the hop. Picked up, fielded cleanly, and they get the third out. They don't allow the runner to come home. They strand him over there at third. So no runs, no hits in the inning. We're going to the final inning of play, maybe. We go to the top of the sixth. It's 10-10. Troy coming to the plate with 3 outs to work with. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., we've got 2 games for you. These 2 teams, along with Hueytown and South Bibb, will all be playing tomorrow. Where they're playing at, still yet to be determined. South Bibb will be on field 2. They will get the loser of this game. Hueytown will be right here on field 1. They will get the winner. Those 2 games are at 10 a.m., and then we have a championship matchup coming to you tomorrow night at 5 p.m. right here on field 1. And if the team from the loser's bracket ends up winning that game, then we would have an if game Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. So we'll find out how it goes. South Bibb, of course, has faced Troy. That's who knocked them into the loser's bracket yesterday. And right now, I'm not sure who they're rooting for. They're probably rooting for Fairhope, because I'm sure they want an opportunity to play Troy again. Since Troy put them in the loser's bracket, they would like to put Troy out of the tournament. But will they get Fairhope, maybe the question. Here we go, 6th inning, top of the 6th, and we're ready to roll with Dawson Bradford to the plate for Troy. First pitch, a little bit inside for a ball.
Plate number 10, Dawson Bradford.
Next pitch, called on the corner for a strike. Nice pitch. Darren Leggett, who is on the mound now here for two and one. Swing and a miss. He chases one outside and away. 2-2. Bradford with a single tonight, RBI, and a strikeout looking. Curveball bends in but doesn't get the break he wants, and it works a full count. Fastball, strikeout, got him. One away. Here's Keneal Lewis, who's got some great wheels, hit by a pitch, scored a run, and grounded back to the mound his last time up. Comes to the plate with 1 out. Down low, ball 1. As I said earlier, the runs were piling up for both teams. It was maybe going to who had the last bat or last chance, and that might be where we're at, because right now Fairhope will get the last 3 outs to work with in the bottom of the 6th if Troy can't turn the number. Into right field. Right fielder coming over. Oh, and he dropped the ball. Hits the glove. He dropped it. Throwing to second. Oh, and he gets in underneath. The little guy's got some serious wheels, and Keneal Lewis will get on and get down to second on the air, and the right fielder hit the glove, and it popped out. Can't believe that he did it. And the right fielder,
Number 3,
I believe that is Lavelle out there. That's who started out in right field. Slade Russell now with the runner at second. up top, ball one. Slade is bunt for the out in the last inning, and a double and a run scored. On the outside corner for strike, count goes 1-1. Fastball tipped into the glove, strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looks to the dugout and maybe was checking the sign there, but he didn't like that. Big bender gets him to swing and miss. Strikeout recorded, now 2 down.
Now batting number 42.
Raystead comes to the plate. West has got 2 runs scored, a couple of singles and a walk, and an RBI. He's had a pretty good night at the plate. Got the lead run down at second base with 2 outs. Ground ball to second, couple of bounces, picked up, thrown to first, in time for the out. Troy does not plate the run it needs to take the lead. No runs, no hits. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. Now Fairhope will have a chance with 3 outs to work with when we come back right here on JockJive.com. Last opportunity here in the 6th inning for Fairhope, unless we're going to get some extras. All tied up at 10 apiece. 7, 8, 9 in the order for Fairhope. Miles Drew Johnson, Jacob O'Brien, Zach Jones. They've each been to the plate twice, and between the 3 of them, they've got 1 hit batsman, and that's it. So you got to figure out how to do this. Troy has won a couple of games with walk-offs. That time they didn't do it in their half of the 6th inning. Let's see if Fairhope's got one in their bag of tricks. The left-hander Johnson will come to the plate. Miles Drew with a single, left at second, stranded in the first. Fly out to right field in the last inning. And the first pitch way over the top for ball 1. Cade Brookins, boy, he released that one about, well, what they would say at 1 or 2 o'clock instead. Almost 12 o'clock there. You got to bring that ball down. He's way outside again. He's trying to overthrow the pitch, you can tell. And a lot of these kids think that they can go up there and strike guys out left and right. And the whole thing about the pitching is to find the zone first, get it in the zone. Speed will come later. Just throw the ball. Like that. There he got it. 2-1. Nice pitch there on the 2-0 count. Gets that one in there. Off. Fouled off the screen. Shout out, come on, Fairhope. Put this away. Miles Drew, love Gigi. Let's go Fairhope. Love Uncle Johnny O'Brien. So the Fairhope fans on the edge of their seat looking to get a base runner, trying to get somebody aboard, and trying to get that winning run here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And way outside again. Boy, I don't know what happened on that pitch, but We've seen more than a couple times balls sliding out of pitchers' hands and going way away from the batter's box. So a full count, 3-2. Now, neither team is done if they lose. It will be their first loss in the tournament. They would go down to the loser's bracket, and they would play South Bibb tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. There's a walk given up, but a runner aboard for Fairhope. So the leadoff runner aboard. And Jacob O'Brien is coming to the plate. Jacob hit by a pitch, got on by an error. Someone said, put it away, Fairhope. We got to go to bed. Throw first. And Miles Drew Johnson there, a little too far off the bag. Don't want to get caught. You don't even tempt it at this point. You need that runner. You know, it's nice to challenge a little bit, but, you know, if you're going to challenge a catcher that's got an arm and can sling it on a snap throw and you get caught, you cost yourself. Whoa, that almost hit him. That one goes to the fence, though. He'll go down to second now with no problem. Now he's down there. Now you don't have to worry so much about it anymore. Now you've got the lead and the winning run 2 bases away. Nobody out. I mean, with a 2-1 count right now, do you lay it down a bunt to try to squeeze him over? Wild pitch again, now down to third. Now you don't have to worry about it. And he's just overthrowing the baseball right now. He's trying to throw as hard as he can. And like I said, you've got to throw to contact. You've got to pitch to contact, and he's not doing that. And Cade Brookins, a little too amped right now. You got to throw to contact. You've got to let your infield get you out of this. Infield in tight. They'll play to try to cut down the run at home. I lay down the bunt. You don't have to send him, but I'd lay the bunt down. Make them make a play at first. If they overthrow it, you score. In the dirt again. Ball 4. Down to first he goes. So now you send him. I mean, you might as well just send him. You know, take the chance. Send him slowly. Take the chance. See if they'll play him. And let's go Jacob, Love Aunt Megan, and Uncle Lou. And that's what they're going to do. They're now going to IW the next batter, Zach Jones, to load the bases. And I think this situation with no outs, you cost yourself the game. Why load the base? I mean, either way, you have to play for the runner at the plate. Putting a man on first doesn't give you the extra ability to get a double play ball with bases loaded with nobody out. First and third, if he takes second, he takes second. You play the batter, try to get the out, try to get the lead runner at third. I mean, I know it doesn't matter if the guy at first scores because it's only going to take the runner at third, but boy, sometimes every coach has his own way of doing things, and I'll agree. Not saying this is wrong, but he's going to bring in his entire infield as close as he can get them for the left-hander Will Sparks, who has flew out to right field and hit a ball to second base. All he's got to do is find the grass or a hole. Wild pitch. They don't send him. And again, like I said, first thing he should have went out there and talked to his pitcher and said, hey, Cade, slow it down. Let him hit the ball. You can't win the game with a strikeout. He's outside on the corner. He got the strike 1-1. You've got to have him hit the ball, so you got to throw to contact if you want a chance at a double play ball. One, down low. 2-1. Fairhope with a big opportunity here. Bases loaded, nobody out in a tie ball game in the bottom of the 6th inning. Outside again. 3-1. Can't walk him. Game's over if he does. So does Fairhope get the walk-off win this time? Troy got 2 of them so far in the tournament. Fairhope may get it here. It's got to be there with the strike pitch. He is. Strike 2, 3-2. I would have took it too. Smart job by the batter. Take the pitch. Don't worry about it. You got one more to work with. Take the pitch. Make him throw the strike. If it's there this time, you got to take a rip at it. Fans on their feet. Everybody on the edge of their seat here. Swing and a miss. Got a strikeout. That's 1. Still only 1, though. Still only 1. Still got 2 outs to work with. Not out of it yet, but a little easier to breathe, maybe. Jerry McDowell coming to the plate. Jerry struck out looking, had a walk his last time, scored a run. He was the starting pitcher tonight, threw over 60-plus to get to the 4th inning. Here's his chance to get the winning hit for his team to move him into the championship game. Semifinal round. Ball on the outside. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Remember, 10 a.m. tomorrow. So these guys are already less than 12 hours, and they'll be back out on the ball field. Off the catcher's glove. Nobody goes. Not going to take the chance. 2-1. I'm surprised. Miles Drew Johnson at third. I'm surprised he has not been sent yet on a couple of those balls to the screen. You sometimes got to charge, make the defense make the mistake. Swing and a miss. 2-2. This is a huge pitch. Gets a strikeout here. You can really breathe easier, but you'll have to back up your defense at that point. They've got to worry. McDowell gets a hold of one. It's in the outfield. It's over. Way outside against the fence again. Still nobody going. And now a full count. You might as well make it as tough on you as you can. Time being called. The infield being gathered by the pitcher. And Jerry McDowell being chatted to by the coach. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases loaded, 10-10. And 10:26 at night. For those of you on the East Coast, past your bedtime, I'm sure. Oh, and there's the walk-off on a walk. Ball 4. Ouch. That hurts. And that is a win, 11-10, Fairhope. So, unfortunately, this walk-off goes to Fairhope with a walk. 11-10, they win it over Troy. So Troy will play South Bibb tomorrow at 10 a.m. on Field 2. And Fairhope will get Hueytown. And that's at 10 a.m. right here on Field 1. And then the 2 winners will vie for a championship. And our last shout-out, let's go Pirates from the Bryans. Hey, I want to thank you folks for tuning in, watching, listening. Thanks to the crew and thanks to the folks out here in Troy, Alabama. So far, this has been a great tournament. Again, our final 11-10, Fairhope over Troy. We're back tomorrow with semifinals at 10 a.m. right here on JockJive.com. Good night, everybody.